In our next story, the leadership of the Seventh-day Adventist Church is encouraging its well-to-do members to reach out to the poor in the church. President of the South Central Ghana Conference, Pastor Dr. Samuel Mensah, who made the appeal, said some of the church members who lived below the poverty line required the support of wealthy men in the church for survival. The appeal comes as a businessman and philanthropist, Isaac Owusu, single-handedly built a church for the local Homabinase Seventh-day Adventist Church. Ohiming Teria has more in the following report.
A giant, imposing and magnificent edifice on the outskirts of the Homabinase farming community welcomes visitors to the community. The benefactor, a businessman and native of Ofinso, says he was touched by the plight of the local Seventh-day Adventist Church. Isaac also says he was in the community in 2020 to worship with the local congregants, only to be told they could not use the local basic school for church activities. The district assembly ordered the closure of the school to all public activities, denying the congregation a place of worship. Mr. Wusu intervened with the construction of the new church. He has also registered over 2,000 residents onto the National Health Insurance Scheme, donated cloth and soap to over 1,000 members of the community, and promised to build a garri processing factory for the local cassava farmers. He has also promised to extend the gesture to yet-to-be-named community.
I have to thank God for giving us life. I think barely 3 years ago, I came to the church, that's Homabinase Church, and because of the COVID, they were not worshiping in the classroom again. So that day it rained, and when I came, there was no church. So in fact, that touched me, and I said, well, let me put up something for the entire community so that they can worship in. So it's by the grace of God, I think we have done this for them to worship in, and I think it's good. Well, we did National Health Insurance for 2,000 people, and then the old people here, we donated some clothes and then soaps for them. Now I'm planning of opening a small factory, that's garri factory. I've seen that the people here, they do farming. So the cassavas and those things, they'll bring it and then we process it to garri. And then the MP, fortunately the MP too is a free SHS minister. So they can supply the garri to the ministry so that they also get something to ease their life and then it will help.
Education Minister and MP for Bosomtwe, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, who witnessed the commissioning of the church, is touched by the works of Mr. Isaac Owusu. According to him, the government recognizes such benevolence and private participation in national development.
I want to first thank God for making us see today. The second gratitude goes to Elder Isaac Owusu for allowing God to use him to bless others. He is the reason why we've all gathered here today. The government does recognize his generosity and benevolence. I am super excited today.
Meanwhile, the leadership of the Seventh-day Adventist Church is encouraging its well-to-do members to reach out to the poor. Pastor Dr. Samuel Mensah is president of the South Central Ghana Conference.
We feel excited, and then we are so happy that by the grace of God, at this time, God in his own wisdom can touch one of us heart so that can come together and mobilize some resources to put up this gargantuan edifice. It is not something that normally happens in our church, in the sense that most of members have money, they have in abundance, but they have not been into that line, that going for putting up church building, for that matter, for others. And so we want to take this opportunity and thank our Elder Isaac Owusu and the family. We want to take this time to appeal to our members, those among us who God has blessed, that they should also be in a position to help our smaller churches.
From Kumasi, for Joy News, Ohiming Teria.